Alright YouTube, I got the 2000 Mercury Mountaineer. I know I need new hood shocks, but I make it work. I have my equipment right here, I'll get back to that. I also backed up to a curb, so when I jack it up I don't have any sliding. The equipment I have here is an oil catch pan, a funnel, got some shop towels, I got a jack right here, my jack stand for extra safety. Sometimes you need these oil wrench adapter filters to come out and you can't always get it with your hands. I got my little socket set to break the nut free, and I also got my CarQuest oil, my high mileage. I usually do better oil than that, but right now it just is what it is. If you have a Mercury Mountaineer in the 2000 range, I believe it's 97 or 98 to 2001. I'll be more specific on that later, but this is the part number that I used. And under here I'll show you where you're going to be taking the nut off real quick. Right there, it's going to be your oil nut right there for your pan to drain. And then over here, let me see where it is. Got a slide. Right up there's your oil filter, which you got your front tire right there. Oil filters right there. And there it is. I'll get this jacked up and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Took me a second to make sure I got the best possible location so I can get my camera and everything under here for you. Always safety first. A couple jack stands. I'm up here in the front. If I had a bigger jack, I'd have been able to just go on the side. But this is the best I could do in this situation. I'm gonna get all my other stuff set up and I will be right back. Alright, I have my oil catch pan right here. Right there is gonna be the nut that I need to break free. Slide this catch pan over a little bit. Might be messy. But you are gonna need a 17 millimeter right here. You wanna always make sure that you turn it to the left like this. It's gonna go to the left. I'm gonna need two hands to do this. So I'll be right back again. Alright, I broke the nut free. As you can see, before you ever do an oil change, you always want to make sure that the vehicle's cold, so that way you're not burning yourself. But you do that, do it nice and slow. You can see the oil ready to come out. Try not to drop the nut if you can help it, otherwise you're going to be fishing in oil. I got my hand a little bit. And it is pretty dark. I'm a little bit over on my oil change, but I'm always busy working and doing other things, so forgive me for doing this to my car. But yeah, that's pretty bad. I'm like maybe 1,000 miles over, but it's still running good. Still a lot of oil in there though. You constantly got to keep trying to move the bucket because it's gonna jump back, as you can see, as it gets lower. This is where the shop towels come into play. Wipe my hands off. You know, the edge of my thing right here, I didn't get anything on the ground. But give me 1 minute and I'll be right back and let this finish draining. Oh shit. Alright, it's finally coming to a slow drip. Once it comes to a slow drip, that means most of the oil's out. So you don't really have to worry about it, you know, getting everything. Once it comes slow enough, I can wipe the hole up, put the plug back in, and then we're going to be on to the filter. Alright, the drip finished. I pretty much put the plug back in. You know, you want to do some wiping around, get it hand tight. Right there. Finish wiping up the rest. And then you're going to use your 17 millimeter to tighten it back down, which is what I'm going to do right now. Alright, it's tightened down, but you do not want to wrench on this really hard. Once it's nice and snug and doesn't feel like it's going to move, you will be good. But don't try to over tight, you might break something. Alright, now what I did is I relocated the pan to get to the filter right here. My tire's right here. Everything, you can see the filter easily. You might be able to even do it with your hand, but I doubt it. They're usually on there. Yeah, it's on there pretty tight. But that's when your oil wrench right there comes into play. I'm gonna put that oil wrench on there, use my ratchet, hook it onto it, and try to get it out. I'll be right back after I set it up. Alright, I got it in there. 1/4 inch drive, no extension. It's just gonna sit up in here just like that, and then you're gonna slowly turn it. Now at this point I'm gonna stop turning it because I will need 2 hands to catch this oil that is about to fall and the filter. So I will be right back. Now as you start to undo it, I didn't undo it all the way, but you're gonna see it's gonna get on some stuff. It's gonna drop. You can actually do it with your hand, and more will come out. I'm just trying to limit the amount that's gonna get over everywhere. Give it a second to drop out, but I let a lot of it drain out, so there shouldn't be much. It's hard to reach just on the angle that I am holding the camera and everything. I don't have a tripod, I don't have anything GoPro, just my phone. So this is why I got to do intermediate steps and pausing it a lot. Alright, there you go. Then you're going to want to dump the rest of it out. And then what you're going to want to do, the shop towel right here, I'm going to put it upside down on it to continue to drain out. And as you can see, still no mess. Give me 1 second. Alright, at this point, oil filter is off. I'm going to wipe up this little bit of stuff right here. I got my new filter right here. If you didn't catch it before, L24651 is the part number. It's a Purelator. I got this stuff at my local Advance Auto. They're great to me, and in my opinion, I never have problems with the parts I get from them. So I usually go back. I'm just gonna, and then when I get a car wash, obviously, I get up under here, and spray down anyways. Wipe your hoses down, everything. You don't want no lingering oil on anything. I mean, if you're messy, then yeah, I guess and you don't care. But I try to take care of my stuff. I know my oil changes 1,000 miles past due, which that's rare for me. But fortunately, things happen that was out of my control. So now I'm gonna get the new filter ready to put on. I'll be right back. Alright, I got my old filter in the box. Nothing's coming out of it anymore. This is the new one. Now if you still have your pan right here, which I'm about to move it, just dip your finger in it a little bit. You want to put a little bit around here so that way when you put it back on, it goes smooth and it doesn't give you a hard time getting off in the future. So just put it around there. People are like, oh, I don't put old oil around there, but honestly, it doesn't matter because it's going to get used up anyways. And this little bit is not going to hurt it. So now I'm about to plug this back up in there and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Mess cleaned up. Other filter I put on hand tight, and you're gonna want to get it to go to the right, obviously. And when you get it, put it on hand tight at first, and then just keep going around in a circle until it feels snug. You don't need to over tighten it. You know, you might cause more problems, have a hard time in the future getting it off. But that oil that I put on there, helping it apply smoother to the housing that it's on. Feels pretty snug. I'm not going to do any more. And that's it as far as that goes. Alright, now I'm going to get this truck off the jacks and jack stands, I mean. Get all my stuff out the way. Oil, filter, my old one. This tool right here. Toss it off to the side. Make sure you get all your tools and all your garbage, whatever, out from underneath. And you know, sometimes you can't lift the jacks up. There you go. Sometimes you gotta throw the jack up one more notch to get the, there we go. Come around over here to this side. Now come back over here. And to let it down, you usually want to do it slow. You ain't want to just release it if you can help it. That was a lot faster than I expected, but I wasn't using two hands. So, around, pull that out. Now when you're up here, you have your engine oil dipstick right there. And then you're gonna have your oil over here. So you got the dipstick right here, and this is where you fill it. I'll be right back. Alright. Got my filter, my funnel in there. I have 5W30 for mine. I know mine takes 5 quarts. Make sure that you have a funnel that will fit the hole, and you have the right kind of motor oil, weight and grade for yours, and the right amount before filling it up. You don't want to put too little, and you don't want to put too much. Check your user manual and make sure that you have the right amount and right grade. I'm going to start filling this up, and I'll be right back. Alright, oil's in there. Just trying to get every last little drop I can out of it. Alright. Now that's full. I'm going to grab me a napkin, or a shop towel, whatever you want to call them. You want to go ahead and just keep that filter, funnel, I don't know why I keep saying that, right there. Just let it drain out a little bit if you want. Then put your cap back on till it clicks. That's it. And then we're going to check the level over here, and then make sure that's good. Give me 1 second. Alright, when you first initially pull this out, like such, I'm using one hand, so just bear with me. It'll probably drip a little bit. You're always going to want to clean it off. I'm going to need 2 hands for this, but you always want to clean it off and make sure you get a fresh line, so when you dip it back in and check it and you pull it back out, you get an accurate line. Now you're going to have 2 dots. One says minimum and one says maximum. You should be close to the max level, or pretty accurate on it. Give me 1 second. Alright, now I'm putting it back in. Pull pull it back out. Bring this over here. Try to get the light on it. There you go. You see it's at max level now. I had the right amount of quartz and the right kind of oil I need. Now I'm gonna go ahead and dip it one more time and then wipe the rag and show you what your oil color should look like. 1 second. Alright, so I did it. They come back pretty clear. Go out in the light so maybe you can see a little bit better. Focus. Alright, now that my engine actually has 202,000 miles, it's running pretty strong. But with older engines, you're going to expect just to see a little bit of color from the old oil. But it's still nice and clear and full. So what I'm going to do now that this jug is empty, I'm going to dump this back into here. And then I'm going to go ahead and recycle it the proper way. There's animals out in the world. Just don't dump your oil wherever you want. Vance Auto, Walmart, places take oil for free and you can get rid of it. They got trash cans, everything for this, or if you get your own garbage bag, you can bring it. But don't litter and don't pollute. There's proper ways to do it. Alright, now with most oil changes, you want to change your air filter. Well, specifically on this vehicle, there's a clip right there. There's a clip right here. There's 2 tabs right here that slide out, kind of like this, like that, and then you just lift it up. Being that I just changed mine a couple oils ago, it really isn't that bad. So I think on my next one, I will be changing it, just so my vehicle could breathe. Try to get better gas mileage that way. I'm gonna just put this back down. I'm gonna need 2 hands for this. Hold on. It's difficult when you got 1 hand. Pull it firm. Then you want to reach up under here, put the lip back on there, clip it down, the lip back on here, clip it down. Coolant, you always want to check your coolant. I have coolant, it's good. I've been getting notification that I have no washer fluid or it's low. I still have some, but I need to fill that up. My oil is good. If you want to check your transmission fluid, it's there. I'm actually going to do that today just to see how it's looking, where it's at. But I will not be doing any transmission service on this. This is where your brake fluid is. Check your brake fluid. This is your master cylinder. It is good. I never have problems, as I changed my brakes not that long ago. This is your power steering fluid. A lot of these should be labeled. Some on people's vehicles aren't, and that's full too, so that's good. Aren't very easy to find. You just got to kind of know where to look on your specific vehicle. The belt that I installed, new idler pulley, is good. In order to do that, there's a tensioner pulley down there, way down there, to go ahead and change your belt. Next time I change my belt, if I have to, I will do something about that. Let me see. I do need a new battery, that's for sure, but I'll get there. And that is how you service your fluids, oil, filter, everything. I will be sure to check that transmission fluid. Give me 1 second. Alright, this is my transmission fluid. It's very clean. I highly maintain this vehicle. You can see it's like a cherry red. I put it on top of some oil on this rag, so it looks a little bit darker. But yeah, that's how you want it, is cherry red. It starts getting a little bit brown or whatever, that means it's getting low, used up. And you can see how long this damn dipstick is. Come on, get to the hole. And you just put that back in there and that's good. I was looking, I think I am going to need a new thermostat real soon though, because I noticed I see a little bit of coolant, and I think it's coming from the bottom of that thermostat housing, which is right here. So my next project, that will be what I am going to do, and I will show you guys how to do that. It'll probably be in the next week or so. It's really not that bad. I'm not noticing any overheating. My coolant is still full, but you can see where that little blue gasket is. Like I said, I got 202,000 miles on this. I've only put 30,000 on it, so who knows when the last time it's really been changed. But I'll end up changing the thermostat soon and the battery soon. But besides that, this vehicle literally needs nothing. I'm about to clean up my mess, but when you're done with your oil change, start your vehicle up. It's gonna say low fuel. I gotta go get a gas change or gas fill. I already did that. This is gonna be your oil reset button. You're just gonna hold it. Back to 100%. System check. Oil's okay. Voltage okay. Engine temp is okay. I do need washer fluid, as I stated, and I do have 47 miles, and I need to fill that up today. Besides that, okay. Let's see. And then I'm gonna go to range just to clear that, and then you're gonna hit the reset button, reset, and go back to range, econ. I just reset that the other day, so it's usually floating around 14. I gotta get it back up there. Just gonna go to range. Let's see, close this. Oh, this is good. It's great. Doesn't overheat. Actually runs really good. You can hear it. Now I just need an exhaust on this. But thanks for watching this video. Sorry it's a little long, but I'm trying to teach somebody how to do this and what they need. Like, share, subscribe if you feel the need to. You don't have to, but I do appreciate your time watching this. I'm out. Thank you.